Hello, this is Patty back here again today at Platinum Professional Training, and in this video we're going to be talking about how to answer the "what is your weakness" question. So I have one question for you. Have you encountered a situation where your hiring manager or your interviewer asks you what is your weakness, and you're thinking, what exactly do I say to that? Well, I also have many times as well. And this is something that is really great to prepare so that you can use this as an opportunity to embrace your strength even more. Again, like I said in the previous videos, it is not just about the content that you deliver to your interviewer, but it is also the attitude and the way you execute your answers that will matter the most. When interviewers ask you what is your weakness, they don't really want to know what your weakness is. But what they do want to know is how you're able to turn your weakness into your strength. And also, if you can show your interviewer that you're able to stay relaxed and be confident embracing your weakness, then you show your interviewer that you are sure of yourself and you truly have value to offer, even though you are not perfect. At the end of the day, everyone has weaknesses, but how we stay proactive and have a positive mindset is what matters the most. So, if you're wondering, how do I apply this effectively to my situation? Well, listen on. Also, before we move on, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, leave a comment down below to let us know what you'd like to watch next, and also press the thumbs up icon. Other than that, let's get started. So one time I had a client ask me, one of my weaknesses is dealing with pressure, but I'm very scared to tell my hiring manager that I'm unable to deal with pressure because I know that in almost every working situation, you need to be good at dealing with pressure. So the question is, what do I emphasize on when I have weaknesses? Because in fact, other people may not even have any weaknesses at all. Because some other times, my clients would tell me, well, I don't know what my weakness is because I don't think I have it. Well, what exactly do you say to your hiring manager once you're not exactly sure how to turn your weakness into your strength? Well, here it is. Choose something that is not too essential. For example, if you are applying for a technical role which requires high attention to detail, then perhaps talking about just your lack of attention detail could be a downfall. However, if you're able to explain how you are able to improve yourself from this lack of attention to detail and how it could bring really positive results to your role within that company, then this is a plus for you. So one very good example of this is actually my family's business, which is a Thai restaurant. You know, some of the key attributes that is needed for the person that is greeting the customer is having a likable personality, being able to communicate well, being able to resolve conflicts effectively, and also know how to communicate with staff in the kitchen. And also, because the Thai restaurant is mostly filled with Thai staff whose English is not very good, it was important for me to be able to communicate English perfectly to the customers and also communicate perfect Thai to the staff. So this was something that was very crucial when it came to managing the restaurant. Now, why am I giving you this example? That is because if you say that your weakness is really dealing with pressure, then the next step I want you to ask yourself is, what have you done to counter these weaknesses? How do you overcome your fear of receiving criticism from the customers? How did you overcome your fear of not being able to meet the deadline or handle everything as well as you thought? And at the end of the day, it's all about letting go of resistance, right? You want to let go, be relaxed, and try your best to be proactive before the situation even arises. So in this case, do you think that your inability to deal with pressure can be improved? If it cannot be improved, why not pick another weakness that you know that you have? Something that can go along the lines of having low attention to detail, but already working in progress to improve that skill. For example, if I was completing a project and I knew that there would be tiny errors, what I had to do was practice completing the first draft, design the criteria that have to be met when I recheck it again, go for a walk and make sure that I recheck it again and again and tick those criteria. And over time, the more you practice spotting out mistakes, the more you feel confident that you can catch your own mistake, which therefore minimizes your chances of making more mistakes in that role. And that is how you overcome a weakness from lack of attention to detail. Or coming back to dealing with pressure. For example, if you try to adopt habits outside of work, such as practicing mindfulness meditation or just learning how to stay still and empathize with the customer a bit more, then that may increase your potential to deal better with pressure. So instead of being reactive and scared of people criticizing you, you would actually understand how to properly apologize without really compromising your personal values. So in the end, everyone has a win-win situation. These are the kind of turnarounds that are really, really effective. Now let's say, what if your weakness is something like, I don't know how to talk that much. I'm not a very good communicator. So now you have to evaluate, is your current job position requiring you to be an extrovert or an introvert? Most job positions require you to communicate with everyone, but it doesn't require you to always be an extrovert. Now, if you know that you don't like to talk to people and you have problem communicating, then you have to reflect back and think, okay, well, what have I done to become more personable to people that I'm not familiar with? When I walk down the elevator or go out for a walk on the streets, do I try to talk to strangers so that I know how to adapt to unfamiliar environments? And therefore, when I meet clients that I'm not familiar with, I know how to build rapport with them better than I did before. If you have done these things, then you really transform your weaknesses into your strength, because you have the ability to change your situation around to make it work for you. And that is what the hiring manager is truly looking for. So again, you can now frame all these things as your strength. Being able to create your own criteria so that you spot your own mistake, being able to get out of your comfort zone and put yourself in unfamiliar environments so that you feel comfortable dealing with something that you're not familiar with, or being able to adopt habits outside of work that helps calm your mind and helps you find stillness so that you can really be proactive to any pressuring situations. These are now your strengths. But even more than that, how do I communicate this in a way where it makes your employees want to hire you even more? Well, what if you also link this back to, because I know how to adapt myself, because I know how to design my own criteria, or because I know how to control my emotions very well, this will be beneficial for your team inside the company, because you probably need a team leader or a team player that knows how to deal with pressure, that knows how to turn the situation around. And that is what I have practiced doing already. So therefore, this should make me even more valuable for your role. And that is really how you turn your weaknesses into your strength. So like I said again, you have given an example of what you've already worked on. Make sure that you have been working on something, because if you didn't work on that weakness, it's better that you don't share it straight away. What your employees truly want to see is your ability to be proactive. They don't really care about you having flaws as long as you're doing something every day to better yourself. And that is what's truly important. So again, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you leave a comment and let us know if you like this video or not. And also press a thumbs up if you do like this video. I'll be signing off for now and see you guys next time. Bye bye.